All field training graduates in the center, on me. Get me Alpha Flight Commander. Get me the Titan, you're going to be Bravo Flight Commander. And then, okay, so right now we're going to go over squadron march. Pet Benzina is going to be the squadron commander. Pet Pizza Taiti is going to be Bravo Flight Commander. And Pet Nolan is going to be Alpha Flight Commander. So when you fall in, we're going to fall in this way, sir. You're going to stand right here. When you fall in, the squadron commander is going to fall in. Okay, so squadron is what? 2 or more flights, right? So when the squadron commander calls fall in, no, they're going to fall this way, so we call them that way. Squadron commander calls fall in. Alpha and Bravo Flight Commanders are going to also call their flights to fall in. Fall in! Oh, fall in. Okay, so we need to get a few things right first. So what's the spacing? Does anyone know the spacing? Go ahead.
6 paces between each flight, sir.
No, 3 paces between flights and flight commanders, and 6 paces from the flights to the squadron commanders. So let's take some fall out. Squadron 1, fall out!
Bravo Flight, fall out.
Fall out. Fall in. Squadron 1, fall in! Fall in. All right, so as you see here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And center it on the flight on the squadron commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. You're falling in correctly, and now this is how it's going to go. All right, so you put him at ease.
At ease.
At ease! All right. So this is how it goes. Okay, so there's two parts to every command. There's the preparatory command and the command of execution. All right, so if I was going to call a right face, what would be the preparatory command? Right. And if you're going to call face, what is that called? Execution. Okay, so it's a little bit different from squadron marching. So usually the flight commander calls the preparatory and the execution, right? With squadron marching, the squadron commander calls the preparatory and the flight commanders call the command execution. Okay, the only difference is that for attention and at ease and fallout is when the squadron commander says squadron and the flight commander say flight. So if you want to call your squadron to attention, squadron commander is going to say squadron! Right. Attention! And they'll come to attention, okay? And so from here on, then we're going to do normal facing movements. Okay, so if you're going to do a right face, what's the squadron commander going to say? And what's the flight commander is going to echo? And then squadron commander calls, okay. Right, haste! Good. Now same thing, if he's gonna call left base, it's gonna go left, left, haste. And then they execute. All right, left base. Left, haste! Okay, so that is the gist of stationary commands. Now we're going to go into motion commands. Okay, so in field training, you put them at ease for right now. Relax. At ease! Okay, so at field training, the drill ceremonies manual differs a little bit from the proper way to do squadron marching. Okay, so like Makalana was saying earlier, there's deadisms. The way that the Air Force does things at field training is different than the way it's done in the manual. So in the manual, when you do squadron marching, what's squadron marching used for? Parades, exactly. And during parades, where does the squadron commander post up at? The very front, right? But that's not how it's going to be done at field training. At field training, the only difference is that the squadron commander is going to be here on the side so that he or she can look through the whole squadrons, okay? That's the only difference, okay? So field training way, squadron commanders to the side. The right way, the squadron commanders in the front. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it now. We're going to start going in motion. Okay, so Betsy is going to call a squadron to attention. Squadron! Right. Attention! And he's going to give him a right face because they're going to be ready to move. Right! Haste! Okay, so from here, he's going to tell the flight commanders to post. And the flight commanders are going to post right up here to the left. To the left of the guidon bearers. Flight commanders, post! Okay, so from here, the spacing is the same. Okay, three paces from the flight commanders to the first element, 3 paces between flights, and 3 paces from the squadron commander to here, because the squadron commander moves up when he marches. Essentially, he's the flight commander now. So, When he calls forward, the flight commanders are still in charge of their individual flights, but instead of calling the commands facing their flights, they're going to be calling them over what shoulder? Right shoulder. Right shoulder is when the flight commanders. And same thing. Squadron commander calls the preparatory commands, and then flight commanders repeat them, and then the squadron commander it says command to execution. Forward, forward, march.
Forward! March!
Follow us. It's an interactive lesson. And when the squadron commander calls halt, it's interactive. Does everyone understand that? Squadron, flight, halt, step, stop. Everyone understand that? Okay, now another trick of the trade. Okay, let's all right, let's follow them out and let's start marching back that way so we have more time. Flight commanders, post! Now if he wants to follow the flight out, he posts the flight commanders up. He commands the left base.
Left! Haste! Follow!
All right, now so follow men going this way so that they're separately marching this way. So stand here and then call follow. Okay, so follow your cadence as the squadron commander. That gets pretty tiring, right?
Squadron 1! Falling!
Get tiring after a while. So does everyone know easier way to take that stress off the squadron commander? So you can come at ease for now.
Hey!
You know, easier way to take that stress off the squadron commander. Does everyone know how to do that? It's called rolling cadence. You know that, right? Okay, rolling cadence. So you're gonna have, so instead of having the squadron commander called the whole time, you have the flight commanders called cadence. The command for this is called count, cadence, count. It's on the left foot, okay? And so then the first flight commander is gonna call hut 2, 3, 4, hut 2, 3, 4. The back flight commander is gonna call hut 2, 3, 4, hut 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna demonstrate this right now.
Squadron! Attention! Right! Haste! Flight commanders, post!
Flight commanders post up. Squadron commanders 3 paces to the front, and now they're ready to move.
Forward!
Covered. Left base.
Left! Haste! Flight commanders, post!
Flight commanders post up to original spots. Guide on bears move forward. And then all right, and then fall out. And then fall back facing the other way.
Follow!
Alright, so if you're going to approach a wall and you want them to stop the cadence, everyone hear what Kapetzina said? Suspend cadence, and then the flight commander stop calling cadence. Squadron, flight, halt, step, stop. Yes.
You have to call on any certain foot? Or
You can call on any foot. Count cadence, count is calling the left foot, so count, cadence, count. Hut 2, 3, 4, hut 2, 3, 4. Everyone understand that? And then when you want them to stop, when you want the flight commanders to stop calling cadence, you say, suspend cadence, and then you say, squadron, flight, halt, step, stop. All right, everyone move to this side. Now we're going to be doing column movements. We're going to do column movements. Move them up this way a little bit so that I have some room for the column right. All right, so we're going to do column movements now. Okay, so for column movements, how it's going to do the same way is that the first flight commander is going to call the command, and the second flight commander is going to keep at a forward march. Okay, so it's how it's going to go is that when they call column right, the first flight commander is going to go column right, march, and then they're called. Simultaneously, the rear flight commander is going to say continue the march. And when they get to the same spot where the first flight commander called it, they're going to go into a column right. A little difficult, but we're going to show you an explanation. Follow me again, sir.
Squadron 1, falling! Right! Haste!
Go back here.
Flight commanders, post!
Flight commanders they're ready to move.
Forward! Forward! March! Up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. Go, right! Go, right! March!
All right.
Call him, right?
Up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. Forward! March! Squadron! Halt! Go!
All right, fall them out, going around this way, so we do it again. Everyone understand that? Okay, so when Ket Doling called a call him right, he said, call him right, and simultaneously Ket Vito Taite said, continue the march, because the back flight needs to keep going straight, and then once they hit the same point where Ket Doling did the call him right, they call the call him right. Everyone understand that? Yes, sir. Okay, all right. You just say squadron flight, fall out. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to do close on the leading flight. So like I said, what's the purpose of squadron marching? Parade, okay. So this is the maneuver you're going to be used in case the flights get separated and you got to close on the leading flight. So follow me in right here, sir.
Squadron 1, fall in!
Do you want me to have this one start out a little farther?
Yeah, we can do that. Or no, actually, yeah, follow them out and we'll be going this way. Follow them out and we'll go this way. Scattered.
Ball out!
Scatter. Follow
Alright, we're gonna
them
be
in right here.
this
We'll be
way,
going
so-
this way.
sorry.
All right, so get on this side.
Squadron 1, fall in!
Okay, so if you're in a parade and then the flights get separated and you gotta close the gap a little bit, the command is gonna be called close on the leading flight. Okay, from here, the first flight is gonna go in half steps, all right? And then the rear flight is gonna keep going in normal steps. And then when they're at quick time, as soon as they close the gap to 3 paces, they're gonna start going half steps. Everyone understand that? All right, so it's kind of difficult to explain, but we'll go right here. So give them a right face. No, we'll separate it.
Squadron! Right! And up! Right! Right! Haste! Flight commanders, post!
So he says forward march, so when this flight needs to wait more time.
Forward! Forward! March! Up, tap, tap, up, tap, up. Close on the leading flight! Up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up.
It's gonna go half step march.
Half step. March.
Forward! March! Squadron! Up! Go!
See, now they're lined up again. 3 paces. It's like nothing ever happened. Close on the leading flight.
Left! Haste! Flight commanders, post!
Put them at ease.
Eddie!
All right, everyone give a hand to our POC. All right, so does everyone understand that? All right, these guys are pros. That's why I put them as the demonstrators, okay? They know their drill and ceremonies. Does everyone have any questions about any of the squadron maneuvers? Yes.
All out.
All marching. When you call the squadron to forward march after the half step? Is it when both flights are in?
It's when both flights are both in half steps and they're going forward. So the rear flight commander calls a column right or column left, where the front flight commander called it. And then as soon as like the squadron's lined up, then the squadron commander goes forward, march. Okay.
I don't know if this is in the manual, but when I learned at field training was when you say closing leading flight, instead of just going automatically in half step, the flight commander says half step march.
The flight commander does half
Yeah,
step.
the flight commander
Yeah,
does
the
it.
flight commander does it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's split up. All right, so Alpha and Bravo flight are going to be one squadron, and then Charlie flight, and then the other remaining POC are going to be in the rest. And you can split up into different flights. You can split them up. Just make it even. So two flights for each squadron. We're going to practice simultaneously with the time we have left. It's for their practice.